Today we are going to discuss cost audit as per section 148. Let's begin with the topic. See, I would like to clarify here that the internal auditor under one section under 138 is different from what we are going to study today. Statutory auditor 139 section is also different. Cost audit, the topic is different from internal auditor. Cost auditor, the topic is different from the statutory auditor. These are different videos, there are different topics, right? Similarly, in cost audit, there is another word, cost record. Cost record and cost audit is also two different terms. We have to understand both these terms very carefully. Cost record is something different and cost audit is something totally different. Let's see. Now we come across the term maintenance of cost records. Now, every company has not to maintain the cost records. Some particular class of companies only have to maintain the cost records. Is it mandatory for a company to maintain cost record, and which all companies have to maintain it? Let's study. Maintenance of cost records. It is mandatory for companies specified by the central government from time to time for such class and classes of companies. Only these are bound to maintain cost record. Now the question arises, who is going to maintain cost record? Cost record is mandatory. It is compulsory only for those companies who are asked by the CG, central government. Now central government will lay down the notification from time to time. It can change that clauses also for which class and classes of companies have to maintain cost record. Only those companies as will be specified and prescribed by the central government, they have to maintain cost record. Others, there is no mandatory compulsion for other companies. Those who will come in the list of central government, they have to maintain their cost record. Now rule 3. Central government will only tell those companies which are under rule 3. Now what is the criteria for rule 3? So rule 3 governs those criteria and norms about which who will maintain cost record. Now the turnover of those companies which is greater than equal to 35 crores. So what does the rule 3 says? Rule 3 says which companies will maintain cost records? Cost records will be maintained for those companies which will be notified by the central government. Central government from time to time it will upgrade the list for which the companies have to maintain it, and the criteria is the turnover of those companies have to be greater than equal to 35 crores. Specifically only for those companies, they have to be manufacturing etc. Generally the manufacturing companies come under this category where the cost is significant. It is very crucial. The cost is very crucial. Those companies will be notified. You have to keep the data for cost. Those companies, they have to maintain the record data for the cost, material cost, the labor cost, overhead expenses, and they have to justify their cost. They have to take out the data. They have to add each and every the cost has to be bifurcated into material cost, labor cost, and overhead cost. They have to total it up, sum it up, and then they have to calculate the cost for one commodity. Those companies fall under this head. Cost records maintained other than normal financial records. So cost records have to be maintained in addition to other normal financial record which every company is maintaining. So I would like to repeat that this rule 3 covers generally the manufacturing companies where cost is a very crucial factor. Cost is very significant there. And how will you be calculating that cost? It will be the addition of material cost separate. You have to calculate labor cost separate, overhead cost separate. There are so many types of costs and then you have total them. Such type of companies fall under rule 3. And they have to maintain the cost records in addition to normal financial record which every other XYZ company is maintaining. This is the rule 3 that the turnover of such manufacturing companies has to be greater than equal to 35 crore rupees. Further, now cost audit. अभी तक till now what we were talking about, maintenance of cost record. Who will maintain cost record? Now I am coming across another term, cost audit. Now it is compulsory to only those companies as specified under rule 4. Now who will maintain cost audit? Who will conduct cost audit? Those companies who are coming under rule 4. Previous slide was talking about cost record, that was rule 3. This is cost audit and rule 4. Further, now categories of companies. For the rule 4, there are two types of companies, table A and table B. Table A has the regulated services sector, in which the falls telecommunication. Telecommunication includes the registered players authorized by the government. Those companies who are in the telecommunication department which are authorized by the government. These come under table A of regulated services. Further, electricity transmission. Though produce electricity and they transmit electricity. The petroleum and gas. So this is a list of companies which come under table A. And table B, non-regulated services. They fall for table B, non-regulated services. All other companies other than these mentioned, they come under table B. Further, now the criteria for table A. What is table A? I told you. Now what is table A criteria? See, turnover of all products and services of the companies has to be greater than equal to 50 crore. The total turnover of all the products and services of that particular company has to be greater than or equal to 50 crores, right? And second clause, turnover of the segment due to which you fall in table A has to be greater than equal to 25 crore. So see, now if that company is having multiple products, a company may be having multiple products. So total turnover of that company, which includes the multiple products, the turnover has to be greater than equal to 50 crore. And that particular segment due to which we were falling in table A, the one we saw that registered sector, registered companies wala. Table A mein, because we are falling in table A, the turnover of that particular commodity has to be greater than equal to 25 crore. Now, supposingly, my company's name is Sharma Company, right? Now, Sharma Company is engaged in multiple activities. There are so many factors, there are so many services run under Sharma Company, out of which one is electricity transmission. Apart from electricity transmission, I am also into various activities. Now, the total turnover of Sharma Company has to be greater than equal to 50 crore rupees. But जो electricity segment, I am into electricity segment, that has to be greater than equal to 25 crores. So it is very important that you listen this thing very carefully. The total turnover criteria is this, and of that particular segment in which we are falling in table A has to be this much. If both these clauses have to be met, this is the criteria for the companies to conduct cost audit which are falling in table A. Clear? Further, the criteria for the companies to conduct cost audit, those who are falling in table B, what is it? The turnover of all the products and services has to be greater than 100 crores. Here it was 50 crores total turnover, and here total turnover 100 crores. And the turnover of the segment due to which we fall in the table B has to be greater than equal to 35 crores, right? Supposingly, here again my company is Sharma Company. Sharma Company has one segment, one commodity which fall in the table B. And apart from that segment, I run so many other products and services as well. So now my turnover of the Sharma Company has to be greater than equal to 100 crore of the all overall. And of that particular type category which falls in table B, uska for that it has to be turnover has to be greater than equal to 35 crore. I think I have made it very simple and clear to you. 50 crore, 25 crore, 100 crore, 35 crore. Next slide. Now we come in across other points. What are the other points? Who can conduct cost audit? Cost accountant. only a cost accountant in practice as per Institute of Cost Accountant of India can perform cost audit. This is the criteria. Secondly, cost accountant will be appointed by the board of directors. Who is going to appoint the cost auditor? Board of directors has to appoint it. Company auditor as per section 139 cannot be a cost auditor. In the beginning only we told you that statutory auditor is totally different from the cost auditor. So the company auditor whom you have appointed under section 39, he cannot conduct cost audit. Clear? Now penalties as per section 147 will be applicable to the cost auditor. Those penalties mentioned in 147, they are hoo applicable to cost auditor. Further, powers and duties as per section 141 and as per section 143 are also applicable to the cost auditor. All the powers and duties, they are applicable to cost auditor as mentioned in these both two sections. And cost auditor is in addition to the statutory auditor. Cost auditor is in addition, that statutory auditor will be in his place and the cost auditor will be appointed in addition to the statutory auditor. Now, who will be exempted from rule 4? That is, who will be exempted from conducting the cost audit? First condition, if the export turnover is greater than equal to 75% of the total turnover. Now, the total turnover, 75% you are exporting your turnover, then you are exempted from rule 4. Further, if you are operating from the special economic zone, if you fall in the SEZ, you are exempted from rule 4. Simple. Now, cost audit report. Forward, you have to forward the cost audit report to the board of directors within 180 days of finishing the audit. The day you finish the audit, within 180 days, it has to be submitted to the board of directors. Now, what will board of directors do? Board will forward it further to central government within 30 days. Here criteria 180 days, here criteria 30 days. And the cost audit report should be in this particular format called XBRL format. The audit report has to be in this particular format. Here we come to the end of our article today. Hope you liked it and understood it very well. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay blessed.